Hey, good morning to you, children of light. It's I, your old Grandpaw Koyote, coming to you once again here from Crestone, Colorado, here in the U.S. of A., on the planet Mother Earth, here in the Milky Way galaxy, you know. Seems like such a removed place, so far away from everything and everybody, yet right at the center of everything, because we live here. And we're pretty special. Human beings are. All of us. Good, bad, indifferent, large, small, and everything in between. We're all beautiful, beautiful beings. And I'm here to help you receive of that conception, to know what you really are, to see it, and to live it. And it'll change your life and everything in it, and it better, because it's time. Because your life right now is shit. But think about that. This stuff decomposes and becomes great fertilizer and grows great food, plants, flowers, trees. You know, everything in your life is useful. Even the pain you're feeling right now. Everything. So we're going to take you on a little journey this morning. Help you understand what's inside of you. And how it is that you become the peaceful, magnificent beings that you are. How you finally get that view back in your mind, back in your heart. And get that heart back in your head. And the head back into the body. The experience of the fullness of humanity. And not just this little segment that we've been living through for thousands of years. Do you realize how restricted you are? Do you know that's the source of your pain? No matter where it is in your body, or your soul, or your heart, no matter where it is, the pain is because you feel separate. And it gives rise to great needs, part of which is anger, outrage, part of which is sexual. Gotta bond, gotta get back to that heart. And part of it is just plain old loneliness, you know. You get in this space where you just feel isolated, separate. That's the whole experience here, is that isolation, that separation. Well, that's what we're here to help heal within you this morning. So what we're going to do is a little exercise, a little healing exercise. This may or may not help immediately, but just do it. Do it 2 or 3 times, maybe for a month, whatever it takes. Help yourselves get through it. Old Grandpa here is just coaching you, sharing energy with you, because that's what I do as a little radiator, just like you, though you may not have realized it yet. So here we go. Let's just, whatever's ailing us, let's give it a little bit of attention. Let's not overly focus on it. Let's not fight the pain. Let's go into the pain. Let's find the way inside of ourselves, okay? So I'm going to take you into kind of a deep meditation, a communication with your own heart, with that heart which is conscious inside of your chest. Yeah. And we're going to bring about some healing. At the very least, you're going to feel a little relief when you're finished with this. And heck, I've sure seen a lot of magical things happen for people, because we got the power right here inside of us. So let me help you awaken this. I'm going to close my eyes for just a little bit here. And let's go into it and let's see what's inside of ourselves and what we need to heal. But we better have a little sip of coffee so we get our throat right and get ourselves grounded in the earth energy and so forth. There we are. Okay. Let's do this thing. Know that Grandpa loves you. And if you can't trust my energy, that's okay. You don't have to. But you can sample it, and it ain't going to hurt you any. And if it does, well, then don't come back. But it's a healing I'm here to give you. It's a healing you're here to receive. Let's share with one another and help elevate our consciousness, okay? Here we go. So we go down inside. Immediately when I close my eyes, my attention's drawn into the center of my chest. So what we're going to do is we're going to acknowledge this beautiful and grand heart inside of our chest and the great spirit that lives within that. For that is the source of all life, the love that comes through the heart, which is the great spirit inside all that lives. And there is heart in everything and everybody. We're here to realize and receive of that. So first, we acknowledge this heart within ourselves. We acknowledge the source of creation, the great spirit. And the powers within this heart. These directional powers, as they're called. And we bless the south, the west, the north, the east, and the direction of the sky and the direction of the earth. And we bring all these powers uniformly together inside of our eternal heart, inside of ourselves, which is inside everything that lives. And now you feel a little relaxing energy. You feel a little more centered, a little more grounded within your being. Yes, the pain still exists, but at least you're feeling yourself a little more centered. And then we call on the angels and the ancestors, the brotherhoods of the heart, all these beings, energies, and powers that can love and assist us and that are here with us. And we surround ourselves with a circle of protection, with the aid of all these beings, energies, and powers, to keep ourselves in a good space as we go deep within ourselves and begin to see what's truthfully within ourselves, as we begin to undo the effects of time and experience, which have severely restricted us, hamstrung us as human beings, and not allowed us to see, acknowledge, or even know our own heart. We've been completely cut off from it to an extent, yet that connection still exists. Nothing can be cut off. We've simply been programmed to ignore it. So the pain inside that you're feeling now, put some focus on that. Put some focus on the pain wherever it is in your body, wherever it is in your soul. Put some focus on it. Share some love with it. Share some love with yourself. Feel the energy, the power, as it flows through you, as it comes from within you as well. But it flows through you. You're connected divinely. It comes down through the top of your head, down through your entire body, and out your feet. It's the continual flow of loving energy shared with you by your mother and father, your mother earth and your father sky. For they are the heart as well. And we're all working together. And this is where you connect. This is how you interconnect with all life. Is through that consciousness that flows through you in every moment that you live and breathe. And we focus into this pain, this conflict, this internal energy that seems not to want to resolve itself. There is but one pain really, and you will see this as you go in deeper and deeper into yourself. You will see this, but there is but one pain. That pain can express itself anywhere throughout the entirety of your being because you've been taught and trained to suppress this pain, to ignore it. And because of this, then you may not feel it where it actually originates. You may feel it in your big toe. You may feel it in your tummy, wherever, but it does come out. So now we go into this pain, wherever it is, and we trace it. We can endure it, yes, because we've softened ourselves up. We feel the love. We put the love into the pain, and we walk right into it inside of ourselves. And we go deeper in it, deeper in it. What is this pain? What is this conflict? What is so driving us to be sick and ill in our behavior, in our body, in our life? What is this great sickness? And go deeper into this pain, asking these questions of this pain. Pain, why do you exist? What is your purpose and function here? Why are you trying to debilitate me and rob me of a happy life? What is it that I've done that has caused me to be this way? And the answer comes inside. It says you're human, you're born into this. This is your burden. And your duty here to yourself as you go through this burden is to find the blessing within that. So we see this pain as a great driving force within ourselves. A conflict with that which is real. Something has caused our imagination to arise and create a world of opposites and opposition, when in truth we know in our heart that all is joined in harmony, that all beings, energies, and powers function together as a singular unit, a singular being, which is the universe, and the universe is beyond that. Unlimited possibility and growth. Yet we feel this restriction, this pain. And we ask this pain to explain itself once again. Tell us, what is it that we need to do to open up and receive of the greater heart inside of ourselves, that this pain seems to so absolutely restrict. And then notice I use the term seems, because this is not real. It's something we've imagined into ourselves and allowed to be. When we begin to realize this pain begins to dissolve immediately. The conflict that it represents then begins to resolve itself as we reconnect with the entirety of creation and all the eternities, where we feel and allow ourselves to feel all that is living, whether it is at peace with itself or in conflict with everything that is. We allow ourselves to feel it. And this is a lot of what the pain is. Because we take burdens for others, spirits and humans, animals, and so forth. We allow ourselves to habitate in that pain that another feels sometimes, just so we can help them heal. Because we know we can take it, and they're weak, and they're going to die. So we take it from them. And we process it out. We find the love in it. There is no true restriction in this pain. Pain is a motivator, a reminder. It's time to return home. Time to come back to the heart. Time to find the fullness. For you've lived right to the depths of hell. You've gone as far as depression can take you. You have felt as separate as any being has in any form of history, anywhere in any life, throughout this universe and beyond. Because we're the blessed angels that can stand it. We can stand the torment. We've gotten through it many lifetimes, thousands and thousands and thousands, ageless time, as we've gone through this experience with darkness, with pain. And now we reach within this pain. And we say, from the heart, we resolve you. And with the aid of our angels, our personal angels, we help bring forward the energy of our one true heart, that which is conscious inside of ourselves. And it begins to resolve the pain. And as we do so, those beings that are attached to this pain, that have helped create it, that have kind of been our taskmasters here, these invisible beings, these spirits, these energies, begin to reform right along with us too. And the antagonism in this reality will begin to dissolve and fade away, because you can find peace within yourself today. The conflict still exists. Just go deeper. Go deeper into it. Do not be afraid. See the fear. This isn't death. This is life, and you can feel it. Though this dark side, these that operate through you, will try to convince you that this is death, that you're going to die if you go into the pain. Well, you got to pay attention to all voices inside. You got to respect them. But already in your inner truth, in your inner knowing, you understand this is not going to kill you, but bring you back to life. Now you just continue. You go into the pain. Let it hurt. Let the hurt be. Love it. Love yourself for your endurance. And this heals inside of your heart. As you begin to see the grander nature of the experience here and of the great experiment that we are performing as human beings inside of ourselves in the activity of our life. Oh, pain, you're not so great. We begin to see that perhaps the pain is something imposed upon us. Perhaps it's not even quote, quote, ours to begin with. Perhaps it came from somewhere else. Perhaps it came to you through the generations of past beings, past dishonors, past destruction, and so forth. But it's all past you now. Yet you carry this because it has come to you through the generations. And you're noble enough to do so. And to not knuckle under when the burden seems too strong. Now we ask the love inside of ourselves to soften this great burden and help us find this great blessing. And we continue to expand from inside of ourselves in this softer way. We feel the softness beginning at the center of our chest and working outward from there, going into the areas of pain, and we focus our love on that pain, and we soften it, 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 and continue to do so until every restriction we feel is done inside of ourselves, inside of our heart, inside of our lives forevermore. And it really is as simple as all that. Continue this. Go there. Stay there as often as you can until you have the great relief, until it's no longer an effort to be there, because there you are in the center of yourself, and there you are blossoming as the angelic being that you are. This will heal you, and all the issues you have in your life, whatever they may be. Give it some time. Be brave. Be willing. Notice that you are willing and that you are brave, and that no fear can stand in your way. Just give yourself this time, this space, and do this tiny little exercise. Go into the pain and soften it. Go deep, go deep, go deep. And you can finish this journey and step into paradise without ever having to experience death again. Because this little mini death, transition, brings you back to life. So that you can see yourself as the grand being that you are, and then see it in the life around you. And because of this, everything changes. And we're through with the history of darkness. Babes, I love you. And I got to go do some more of this myself. And we'll all keep working on it together. And soon we'll be projecting waves of energy all over this earth to all the little trouble spots, just like we're doing inside of ourselves right now. Because this is training. That's why you take it inside. Learn how to fix yourself first, or how to allow the fixing of yourself, the healing. Then the healing of the earth comes right along with it. You'll be amazed how this works, kiddos. Don't let the fearmongers distract you. The warmongers, everybody else. Just don't even listen to that crap. You see it coming. It can concern you, and you got to be smart enough to resist where you can, yes. But don't fight. Be smart. Soften it up. You learn by softening up your insides first. We've all been taught to be very, very hard. To have a shell around our heart, around our person, as protection from all the so-called evil that we see here and of all those who would take advantage of you. But if you see it coming, there's no advantage taken. You allowed it. For your own experience, as well as to give the other person a chance to do right by you. And you'll keep on living like this, and it won't hurt you. It can only help you. Because you're caring and compassionate in a world that's filled with anger, hatred, and distrust. You're the example, not just the example. You're the energy by which this earth heals herself and brings us all back into that paradisical state of being where all we know is love. And that's the age of truth. Love you, babies. Keep on rocking. Do this. Do this often.